Hello, hello, what is going on? My fellow prefects, my little beanies, it is I, Little Bean.
And this is Koa Mio here.
And today we are bringing you guys a special episode of what your Twist MC ship says about you.
Woo!
Get ready because the two of us are here to lovingly roast all of you, including ourselves.
So the last video we did it based on Twist characters, but this time is the Twist characters with MC, I guess OC, wherever shrimpy you want to refer to them as.
Yep, whichever shrimpy you are, this is for you guys, and this is coming straight from the heart. This was supposed to be a Valentine's Day special, and we're late, but you know what? How it is, life be hard sometimes, and you know what? It's better late than never. So please enjoy this Valentine's Day special, and please don't take any of this too seriously. It's all for fun and jokes and giggles. Let's all have fun, kind of roasting each other, making fun of each other, and loving some Twist boys, okay?
Oh yeah, and I gotta admit, definitely spend more time reading reader inserts than I should. So we'll see how
Same
this
here.
goes. All right, we're ready to begin.
I will admit I also am more on the side of like basically reader X any Twist guy. So if you ever wonder how I really feel about any Twist ship, this is actually the only one I care about. Basically like you or MC X everybody. So
X everyone. And starting first, we have
let's get started.
We get started.
Riddle.
Riddle Rose Hearts. Oh well.
Listen,
So,
if you ship yourself with Riddle, you like a challenge.
you don't mind a guy that will boss you around. Just a
But
bit.
you know what?
Just a bit.
You know what? You also have a thing for princely archetypes, which is totally fine. I get that.
You probably also had thing for CL Phantom Hive from Black
Oh,
Butler.
oh my god, yeah, absolutely.
That was your
But
gateway, and now you're here at Riddle.
You didn't want to admit it to anyone back then because like CL is clearly underage or whatever. But Riddle, he's fine. Okay, he's just old enough. It's good.
It is. It's interesting because I don't think I've read many Riddle self inserts, but
I have. I have.
yeah, like we read our biases, right? Our husbandos, we kind of focus more on that, but from what I know from the Riddle ones, yeah, you guys like a bit of a challenge. You don't mind. He's a little demanding, but he's also got that gap, where he is authoritative, but he's also just so cute.
Yeah. Also, if you do ship yourself with Riddle, it's because you actually like want to see him happy, okay?
He deserves it. He earns it.
He really does. He deserves to be happy. So, yeah, absolutely. If you are a Riddle Rose Heart shipper, then you love them Alice in Wonderland aesthetics. You like yourself a challenge. You like princely type characters. And you might have had a thing for Sail Phantom Hive back in the day.
There we go, in a nutshell.
Yep.
Next one, Ace Trapola. Okay.
You like the childhood friends trope, and you want to get bullied a little bit.
You literally enjoy like the childhood friends trope, the teasing type. You can see this whole. You enjoy the friends to lovers trope.
Yeah, absolutely. But the type of friends to lovers where like the pranks and practical jokes never stop. Okay.
You can see it on like. You see two like growing up in like the same like street or neighborhood, and he's totally that guy that says girls have cooties and may have pulled your hair when you were younger because he doesn't know how to handle his crush, and then you get a bunch of misunderstandings and miscommunications, but eventually you will get to the relationship.
And listen, if you ship yourself with Ace, like it's because you never had that dynamic as a kid and you always kind of wanted it after reading it in some shoujo manga, okay?
Oh yeah, there's some shoujo male guys I could see that Ace overlaps with.
Absolutely. Also, you might have a crush on his older brother, even though you've never actually seen him. You just imagine in your head like what his older brother would be like, and in your head his older brother is hot, so you kind of like the dynamic.
Anidropola, where is he?
We need to see him.
Oh, someday.
Hey, listen, we got Jamil's younger sister. Maybe we can get Ace's older brother, okay?
Fingers crossed. I will never
Fingers
say no
crossed.
to see more family members.
Exactly, same. Next one.
Of course, after Ace, we have a Deuce. Oh,
So
what a
cute.
cutie.
So cute. Can't help but love it, man. If you, first of all, okay, let me just say, if you ship yourself with Deuce, you chose right. You chose correct.
Other tags in this pairing include, the Yankee delinquent type who has a really
Hmm.
soft spot. You probably
Hmm.
enjoy those types of stories or fics. And then also
Yep,
the fact that he is kind of clumsy, but it's super endearing at the sense. So you can't help but want to cheer him on.
absolutely. Also, if you ship yourself with Deuce, you probably imagine yourself like at Deuce's house, like either like helping his mom with something or like cooking for him or whatever, and he just like worships the ground that you walk on, which he would. Like he absolutely would.
You want a man that will treat you right?
Yep.
He
Which I
will.
mean, yeah.
He will
I
be
mean, yeah.
clumsy, but he will do it.
Yep. The radar for like absolutely zero capabilities, but he's trying his best is strong with you, okay?
Hey, it's the embodiment of that meme where like he's a little confused, but he's got the spirit.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? Pros to you if you do ship yourself with Deuce because you chose right. You know, keep going forward, Deuce. You'll get there someday.
Plus, his mom's hot if you're also into that.
Yeah, true. Absolutely.
Okay, next one. We have
King and
Gator.
Bestie.
So you're probably the type that kind of goes for the flirty guy in those dating sims or tomes because he's really outgoing, real party sort of dude. But he's got that extra layer of
Depression.
depression. So you probably also identify with him or be like big mood KK. We ride together on this.
Listen, if you ship yourself with Keikun, it's because you are depressed. You feel his depressive moods, you connect with it, and you're like, you know what, this guy gets me. He also hides his depression behind his smiley face. And hey, you know what? That smiley face happens to be very attractive. So.
It's all good. I feel like he needs, and you think he needs more love because that's what it is too. It's
Yeah.
like you can help him.
Absolutely. You heard about the fact that he's never been able to plant his roots anywhere, and you're just like, I feel that, and I want to be able to give him a place to call home, you know? But also, you're depressed.
The final sorry. Okay, and Trey.
Trey. Listen, I got a thing to say about Trey, okay?
We have lots
If
of
you
things to say about Trey.
Listen, if you ship yourself with Trey, you understand how this world works, okay? The world is harsh and it's cruel and it's awful. And you know what? You just want to come home to something nice and sweet and warm and possibly cuddle. Get a nice home meal. You know what? I get it. I get
I
it.
get it.
Life is hard. Trey's arms are warm and inviting.
Exactly. It's I feel like so all the Trey self shippers there. You are probably the most sane fans in Twisted Wonderland. You've made the most sane choice. And
I don't know
applaud you for
about that, man. I've seen. Listen,
I know.
I question that. I will take you up on that, Koa-chan, because I have seen some
Oh,
stuff with Trey where they turned him into like BDSM daddy type, and I'm like, okay, wait,
I
hang on.
feel like they do
Just
that with a
wait.
lot, even with the most innocent characters. But yes, I also see that too because Trey also just exudes like big brotherly type. He's the reliable older man, even though he's not really that much older. Got those
Listen,
vibes.
yeah, like if you ship yourself with Trey, you just want some good things for yourself. You just want a break from the world, and you deserve it because yeah, the world sucks sometimes, and Trey's arms are nice and warm and perfect for cuddling as you eat a delicious tart. You know?
Exactly. Treat yourself to a man who'll feed you treats.
Exactly. Just treat yourself, man. You deserve it.
And now, on to Savannah Claw.
Sorry.
Hashtag I can fix him.
I can fix him. I was just about to say. Literally, if you ship yourself with Leona, it's just I can fix him.
I can fix him. It's okay.
might sit here.
Special.
Listen, you might sit here and try to say like, no, I'm not gonna try to fix him. Why would I try to fix him? Like he's perfect the way he is. I'm gonna encourage his ways or whatever. But then deep in your heart that you want to like help repair the relationship with his brother, help him maybe connect more with his nephew. Try to fix up some of the stuff that's going on with the royal family. You want to fix the situation around him, which would fix him. Okay, so.
And
don't deny it.
He provides that same sort of joy when you have a cat that doesn't really like anyone but likes you specifically, and you're like, oh yeah, this is great, this is amazing, that is Leona.
You want to be the one that he like invites into his like embrace because it won't be that way for anyone else. It's just too prickly.
It's just you, and it's okay.
Nope. Of course. Absolutely.
So but yeah. Oh yeah, you also have a breeding kink. Come on. Come on.
Absolutely. You do. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I have not read a single Leona fic that was like a smut fic that wasn't breeding kink. So
there you go.
Yeah. You guys are all feral and you deserve your like feral hunk of a man, okay? Get him.
Just go for it. Get
him. All right.
Okay, Reggie. Okay, Reggie's interesting because he does have fans, but he definitely has a lot more fans on JP side than EN.
He does, and I think part of the reason why is because they know that he's a very capable person in terms of that he has many skills that he could, cook and clean and take care of a household, whatever. Like he could work any type of job because he's worked so many jobs. And I think that versatility is something that attracts him to them. But honestly, like if you ship yourself with Reggie, in my opinion, y'all hate capitalism, man, which is fine. We all hate capitalism here. And you want a partner in crime to hate capitalism with you, and I don't know, maybe steal from a bank. Okay.
You feel bad for him. He's got a really hard life. You want to help him. You want to support him.
But it's like it's like a give and take, right? Because he can also help and support you, and he would.
And you're also probably a type that's I guess more into subs. You're not looking for a dommy daddy.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I do have to say though, for Reggie, I feel like it's one of those things with him where you almost want like a partner in crime.
A partner in crime, yeah.
Whether figuratively or literally is up to you.
You guys will, stick it through it together.
Yep.
Hand in hand.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yep. You go and commit those crimes.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Jack. Oh.
Jack.
You love the tsunderes, but yes. the type of tsunderes who are just really awkward with their feelings.
Yep. But even better if a tsundere, instead of being on like a twin tail, like shouty girl, it's better when it's in a buff bar guy, okay?
Because he cares. Deep down, he cares.
Absolutely. Listen, if you ship yourself with Jack, you also constantly go on fanfiction, like go and read fanfiction about soulmate AUs, okay?
Oh, and the soulmate AUs. Those are always so
And you know what? I don't blame you. Sometimes soulmate AUs, man, it's just what you need. But Jack is that. He's looking for a soulmate, and you want to be that soulmate. And I don't blame you.
Yeah, you want a man who's tough but also tender. Who will
tough on the outside,
you.
Tender on the inside. Must protect.
Gives you nice soft feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you just had like a phase, where you just really like werewolf guys. That's like the closest you can get.
Listen, if you ship yourself with Jack, you undoubtedly had a werewolf phase. You might still be in that werewolf phase. Or perhaps that werewolf phase has like sort of morphed over the years if you've aged a little bit into also, again, like probably a breeding kink. I wouldn't be surprised if you read Omegaverse.
Omegaverse, thanks to Jack.
I'm just saying.
You do you. You're all so valid. You.
Absolutely.
And now I feel like I can't say anything because it'd be way too biased if I said anything.
I'm about to clown on all of you.
Oh God.
Listen. If you ship yourself with Azul, you want a man who's pathetic. You want a man who's got the money for you, honey, but also he's kind of pathetic and you want to bully him, which is valid.
It's part of the charm, you know. I feel like there's two camps. The one that are wanted to bully him, the other that are like, well, I was a bully victim, so I resonate with him. I want the best for him. Or you kind of mix them of both as well.
I think it's one of those where most people who ship themselves with Azul started off as the like poor baby, he was bullied, and I sympathize with that because I was also bullied, and I just want him to have good things. But then you started seeing the way he acted a little bit, and the more you saw, the more you had that feeling of, I mean, I kind of want to bully him a little bit. Now, to whatever level that you stopped at is fine. Some people stopped at just wanting to bully him a little bit. Some people continued and want to bully him a lot, which, you know what? I don't blame you. I want to bully him. Not in a romantic way, though.
He is very fun too. A lot of it is the Moa gap, right? He's
absolutely
comes off as confident and capable, but then he's also kind of squishy on the inside, which is endearing in that sense.
And somewhat squishy in his Murph arm.
Which we still want to see. Like, come on Twst.
You have gone on pixiv.net, or if you don't know Pixiv, then you go and read fan fiction of all of the smut. Man, listen, if you watch hentai, you watch the OG kind of hentai, if you know what I mean.
I mean tentacles. That's all I can say.
Yep, that's what I mean.
That's all I can say. It's out there. It's almost there's like half the smut fics are all that. You know, it's good.
Yeah,
it's
cool. Good. Hey, it's good.
But you also appreciate, you know, he's got a hard-working side as well, right? He's kind of built his way up, so it's almost not necessarily rags to riches sort of thing, but he has worked for what he does. So you kind of commend him from that.
Absolutely. For you, the Azul self-shipper, you absolutely adore the way he does have that, you know, sort of elegant, sort of like what's the word I'm thinking of? Like handsome businessman sort of thing. He conducts himself with propriety and everything. But then there's that gap moe of the fact that he's kind of pathetic.
Exactly. It's charming. Yep. It's the charm point.
You would know.
I would know, yes. So, anyways, moving on. Oh, Floyd.
Listen, there's a lot of you guys out there, Floyd shippers. There's somebody else who's going to come up shortly who I need to mention this to, but I just want to ask, Floyd shippers, are you okay?
I want to ask that too. I don't know.
No, man. Y'all okay? It's good. I mean, listen. You thought he was absolutely adorable. You were never ever afraid of him at all. You just thought, like, if you ship yourself with Floyd, that he was just so cute, the cutest little thing. You heard his voice actor laugh a couple times in the game, and your heart melted instantly.
He's just a fun little guy, you know. You
he's just a funky little dude. Yeah, he's just a funky little dude. You want to watch him do his thing, and you think that specifically this picture of his dorm SSR is like hot as hell.
Yeah, so I guess it's also the fear boner.
Yeah, absolutely. You probably have no sense of self-preservation.
But you're like, but sexy eel man.
Yeah. And again, don't blame you. I get it.
Just go for it. We just love this funky little eel guy. That is in summary.
Yep, absolutely. So yeah, if you're a Floyd stan, you ship yourself with Floyd. It's because he like amuses you and you think he's adorable, but also the feralness of it gets to you, okay? You like that he's also feral. Which, come on, I don't blame you. We all want to get a little freaky sometimes, okay?
It's like, oh, Twist, what have you done? You introduced.
Listen, if you have, if every single person watching this right now hasn't had some sort of awakening from Twist, you're lying to yourself, okay?
Okay.
And you know what? Floyd was probably that awakening for a lot of people.
I don't know. He sure, yeah. There's some awakening that happened in Octagonal. That's all I can say from my end.
Damn, it's very true. For a lot of people, at least.
Okay. And of course, we can't have Floyd without
Listen,
Jade.
listen, Jade shippers, guys. You are the group the most who I want to ask. Are you okay? Blink twice if you're okay. Are you sure you're okay?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Okay, so if you're into Jade, you originally saw his hospital butler persona, and well, for me personally, I'm a sucker for butlers, so that was the bait. That was the bait I took, and then it's all downhill from there, you know.
Yep. There's two types of Jade shippers. I find your type, the type that you just described, is one of them, and then the other type is you have always been into sadists. You are a masochist, and every fandom that you have ever been in, somehow the most sadistic character is the one you end up loving.
You also have a thing for, like, the masterminds, the villains who are, like, kind of plotting from the shadows. They're so smart. They're so cool. They're, of course, very handsome.
Yep.
So you can't help but be charmed.
You probably wish that Jade would, like, kabed on you from behind and, like, smirk into your ear or something, okay?
I'm trying to think, like, of some equivalents, but it's basically, yes, the mastermind anime villain. You're
Yep.
into those.
Guy who can do it all. He can cook and clean, and then also, like,
He's so capable.
and also he's a complete sadist, so there's that too.
Yeah. Again, this is Fear Boner point 2.
Yep, absolutely. So basically, if you're an octagonal, I mean, mine is as well, because so basically, if you're you ship yourself with either of the twils, are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? And I mean, you do you, but you're a little bit of crazy, okay? I'm just saying.
Sometimes it's just living life on the edge.
Yep, you like living life on the edge.
You're in deep, literally in the waters, deep.
Exactly.
Oh, nope, it's past your neck now. You're gone. Bye.
You're gone.
You're gone.
Goodbye.
You've
Goodbye. You're never getting out of this one.
No, congrats. Okay, now Scrabia.
Oh, Callum.
Oh,
listen,
Callum.
listen. If you like Callum for Callum, first of all, you're a dog person.
Dog person.
Second of all, you can never ever resist the amount of, like, cute characters. Anytime that you watch a new series or play a new game, you are automatically drawn to the cutest character because your kawaii meter is always on full blast, and Callum just scratches that perfectly, okay?
You like the Genki type, the energetic, positive guys.
Yeah,
Usually
let's party kind of.
Yeah, the who kind of sometimes tend to be the one of, like, the main characters, the sunny personality types. You find yourself drawn to them because they're just like, oh, they're just so much fun.
How can
to
you
be
not?
around.
He's such a sweetheart, You're someone who obviously likes physical affection.
It's a guess.
Yeah, I mean, you can't love Callum and not want physical affection, okay? Like,
He's got very much a puppy dog aura.
Absolutely.
And you enjoy that.
Please do, because honestly, if you ship yourself with Callum, you deserve that happiness, man. Okay, you deserve it. Just be careful.
just watch out for him. On his
We need to
behalf.
watch.
Like, on his behalf.
Please watch. Yeah, absolutely.
And of course, next in Scrabia is Jamil.
I feel like I can't speak here.
It's like the same as, like, I couldn't really speak for Octagonal without sounding too biased. But for Jamil,
exactly.
Jamil shippers, you know a capable man when you see one.
Yep.
He treat you right. He can do it all. You can have it all.
Hyper competency is sexy.
Being able to cook, very sexy.
Yep.
Probably enjoy the idea of, having some home cooked meals, or you maybe you want to be able to cook together, enjoy some of that. What's it, domestic lifestyle?
Yep.
But also, it's he's also kind of got a little sadistic side, so
It's nice.
you're also into that. You're also
nice.
into that. You like to have, it's like that, you want the nice, capable boyfriend, treats you nicely, capable of, looking after himself and you, and he's also a little bit sadistic, so a little
Yep.
spice on top of that.
And like Jamil shippers, can we just admit that like probably what ended up happening is you weren't too sure about Jamil at first, but then after hearing about his backstory, you immediately got latched onto him. You just want him to have a nice life because he's so overworked and he's so tired. You just want him to have good things. But also, let's face it, you went looking for fan art of him, saw one fan art of him with like a snake or something like that, and turned feral, okay?
Oh, I'm trying to do you. Like, you probably also enjoy him in his overblock form, but that goatee though is still kind of
It's hit or miss with that, okay?
hit or miss with that.
Could live without it, but it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, absolutely. Also, I mean, let's all admit it. He's hot. It's fine,
I can't help it. I don't blame you guys.
Yep. So yeah, Jamil shippers. Let's just have good stuff for Jamil.
Good stuff for Jamil.
Again,
Very
I can't
popular,
speak.
right?
Okay.
You're very obviously you're a Vil simp. Like you. There's no Vil shipper without being a Vil simp. You think he is absolutely amazing. He couldn't step on you, and also do your makeup for you.
Yes, please help me with that.
Also, on a Twst guy that's very capable and knows how to handle himself, carry himself well, and you're just like, oh my god, queen, please look my way.
Absolutely. If you ship yourself with Vil, you want somebody who is not only going to like basically micromanage your life, but will actually be able to help you like grow into somebody that you know that you want to be.
If Leona was I can fix him or his situation, Vil is that he can fix me.
He can fix me. Yeah, he can fix me.
You're like, absolutely. Oh god, yes, please fix me.
Please fix me. I'm a fucking mess, okay?
I'm a disaster. Please get my life in order.
Exactly.
Vil, help me. Save me, Vil.
Exactly. Absolutely. Yep. But that's pretty much it. Vil is not the I can fix him, it's the he can fix me.
But he is capable and he is caring.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta appreciate that character arc that's behind him as well, but
yep. And probably that you've had like crushes before on other characters who were like more like they were men, but they were more like feminine presenting men. Probably just throwing it out there, you probably had a crush on like Yue from Cardcaptor Sakura.
Yue.
Specifically Yue.
Oh.
You probably also, for some reason, if you ever played like Fire Emblem, you probably also like Libra.
Oh, that was I'm not. That's a while back now. Oh man.
I know.
Libra.
I know. I'm throwing people out there. I'm just making some assumptions here. If I'm actually right though,
pretty.
Yo, listen. If I'm actually right though, put it down in the comments. I want to know.
Please let us know. Anyways, pretty men, yes.
Pretty men, absolutely. Men who take care.
Rookhunt.
Speaking of men who take care, listen. I have never, ever, ever met a Rook self shipper who didn't love Rook as much as they hated Rook. Okay.
That is the one truth, everyone can argue as much as they want. If we are completely going about this entire video all wrong, that's fine. But there's one thing you can't disagree, and that's like the people who dunk on Rook the most also love him the most.
Absolutely, especially the ones who ship themselves with him. Okay.
Oh god, it's It's like a phenomenon.
If you ship yourself with Rook, you are sitting there exasperated 24/7, being like, this fucking Frenchman, okay? He just like but I love him so much. That's you, okay? You're like putting up all the posters in your room of his face and being like, I hate Rook Hunt, okay?
As you like no trip and like all the pictures of him fall out of your pocket, you're like, oh damn it.
Damn, yeah, exactly.
You didn't choose to ship yourself with Rook, he chose you.
Exactly. And may you continue to love and hate him, I suppose. Continue with your conflicted feelings.
And I know there is a section of you who are yandere lovers, and that's also why you're drawn to Rook, because you really want to kind of bring out the yandere portion of him.
I mean, he'll hunt you down, that's for sure.
If you're into that, go right ahead.
Yeah, listen, I've seen stuff where it's like that kind of thing for Rook, where it's like just pure yandere, I will hunt you down, and then I've also seen it where it's like somehow really lovey, romantic, like I'll hunt you down, and then he catches you, and it's all like laughing and giggling and whatever. So take any side that you want of that for Rook, because honestly, they probably both work.
Yeah, I feel like Rook is kind of multi-faceted in that way. Like you can kind of do different types of settings with him, and it just works out. So hey.
Yep. You've also, if you ship yourself with Rook, have liked other characters in the in the past that were like what I would call switch flippers. It'd be like a character who'd act one way most of the time, but then they flip a switch, and suddenly they're very different.
He also can't help but, be charmed by his dramatics and, he's got the romance around him, When he says some things, it's kind of like Malleus too, where he says some things, you're like, buddy, did you forget this is not an otome game? Like,
exactly.
What are you doing? Yeah.
You
can't help but fall for those lines.
You just lean hard into the like otome aspects of the game, because this guy doesn't help. Okay, listen, I will always continue to say the fact that like you can log in if you get Rook, he tells you that you're growing more beautiful every day. Come on,
oh man,
this guy obviously didn't get the freaking message.
Love a man that can feed me and tell me I'm pretty.
Yeah, there you go. He'll even hunt the food for you himself.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Okay.
Hey,
Apple.
Listen, Apple shippers, I respect y'all, okay? You guys are so awesome. You're amazing. Why? Because your man is amazing, okay? He's awesome.
It's pretty cool, I guess, because like I feel like Apple fans are pretty chill. You guys are really like cool peeps. Just really chill.
They're chill, but listen, if you give them a moment to just be like, here's like a hot mic, tell us how much you love Apple, watch out.
That's the fun part,
That's the fun part. Listen, you are an Apple shipper because you saw this funky little short king trying his hardest, being his most feral. You like were cheering him on when he showed up to the opening ceremony and immediately got into a fist fight with Vil. Like
and admittedly, perhaps you were originally drawn to him because you thought he had a cute face, and you're kind of expecting, the quiet, shy type, and then, boy, you were in for a surprise, but it was a good surprise.
Yeah, absolutely. You are just if you ship yourself with Apple, it's because you are just as feral as he is. Okay.
Oh, it's great.
Yep.
Enjoy. I'm just imagining some gremlins just getting together, causing havoc together.
You want to sit behind him on his blast cycle and do like pop some wheelies around Pomfiore, okay?
Young love.
Young love.
Sally 4. Reach for your dreams.
You also might have a crush on, like, if you watch shonen, you might have a crush on the main protagonist of shonen anime. Like, just saying.
The ones that are like real go-getters, and they're like, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to beat that guy. I will be number 1.
Yep. And like when they're in the middle of the fight and they're like screaming out their power levels or whatever, and it's like, you can't defeat me.
You're like, yes, buddy, I support you.
Yep, absolutely. That's Apple.
Apple in that shell. Okay. So that concludes Pomfiore. So. Oh, it's okay. Idiot stands, or like I would say, I keep saying stands, but self shippers shrimpies. They're interesting. In terms of like, I've seen many. I feel like it is the one where I've seen a lot of different types of self shippers.
This might be presumptuous of me, but I feel like if you're an idiot shipper, more likely than not, you're neurodivergent.
No divergent. Obviously, you love games, video games. Like, come on.
You're a gamer.
You are a gamer.
Yep. You get all his references. You think that him speaking in like nothing but game references and like game speak or whatever is both cringe and endearing at the same time.
You're also probably a cat person. You love the fact that he is kind of like a soggy wet cat. Can't help but want to look after him.
Just like the Azul shippers, you know, you love you a guy who's kind of pathetic.
Just slightly pathetic, you know.
Although with Azul it was more like kind of pathetic, whereas Idia it's completely pathetic. Okay,
he's a soggy wet cat, but we love him.
Yeah, exactly.
He's great. You're just like I
soggy
just
wet little, soggy wet little dumpster cat, but you love him anyway.
So yes, probably a cat person. Of course, you know, you want to do some gaming dates together. You yourself kind of really identify with Idia. And
you were also probably a fan of like L back in the day if you watched.
Oh my god, L. Okay. I immediately was. Okay. Calling myself out here.
I'm calling you out, guys.
L.
Yep. Calling you out, guys. Oh
man. It's interesting. It's kind of the emo character in the quiet type, you know. I'm forgetting. Like, there's a character I had in mind, but
while you're thinking about it, I'm also gonna say if you were an ADS shipper, you probably also most likely if you did watch it, are a fan of Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo, okay.
Yeah, I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm trying to remember because there's a specific character from Obey Me. I think it's Leviathan, who's like also an otaku. So if you play Obey Me and you like that character, you most likely also like Idia here. And he also has a very good voice actor. So I know a lot of self shippers are also a big fan of his voice actor as well.
Fair enough. There you go, Idia shippers. You guys are awesome. You're probably all a little bit unhinged and crazy as well, but you have your reasons, okay? This guy, he just appeals to you. He's kind of pathetic, and you like that.
Yeah, just remember touch grass, okay?
Yeah, please do. Like, get out a little bit. One of you has to.
Okay, we're skipping ortho, because he baby.
We're skipping ortho for obvious reasons, but listen. Fellow Malleus stands here. Listen.
You're a real Otome at heart.
Absolutely.
You are Otome.
You're a real Otome at heart.
You are Otome gamers.
Yep.
You love playing games.
Play Otome games. Go for the main ships. Like, absolutely, again, with Riddle, like, prince types. Whether that is a prince of light or darkness, you know?
God, I love you. You look the dramatic, right, guys? But he's dramatic not in terms of, you know, necessarily his antics, but in terms of looks.
You probably either read romance novels and or like shoujo manga and or watch period dramas.
Yeah, you're a big fan of the you know, those types of novels or, you know, mangas or webtoons where you have the royal prince, the king, inserts whatever noble title you want. The character, you're into it.
Yep. You might also be potentially into like forbidden love.
Oh, I guess it could be forbidden in this case. Yeah,
I mean,
human, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably also, a big fan of
also Malleus stands. Can we just admit, like, this? We also live for the inevitable angst, okay? We're all a little bit dramatic at heart. We all live for the inevitable angst of knowing that as like Malleus as an immortal fae and us little shrimpies as a little mortal shrimpy.
You enjoy fairy tales, you enjoy princes, you enjoy the angst.
Yep. You absolutely love all the love songs in the Disney movies.
Real Disney gal heart.
Yep, absolutely.
Congrats. And I feel like for a lot of the Mali self shippers, many of you probably came into Twisted Wonderland because he was the poster boy for the longest time. Well, he's always on a lot of promotion materials at the beginning.
You saw him in the first promotional teasers or whatever, and you never looked back, okay?
Here you are.
Here we are. So much longer later.
Lilia.
Listen, Lilia shippers are like some of the most interesting people I've ever met, okay? They're very different.
You guys are cool though. You guys are
absolutely. Lilia shippers are the coolest people I will ever meet, okay?
They're also kind of gremlins.
Like him.
Oh, that's a little concerning, but
you want someone to cause chaos with, and I respect that.
You guys just like living life.
Yep. And you know what? For you guys, doesn't matter how old he actually is because he's posing right now as like an 18-year-old, so it's fine.
It's all good. You also this also kind of spills over with the potential angst, you know. But guys are all overall pretty chill, and I feel like you probably wear clothes from Hot Topic.
Absolutely. Y'all are a little bit, if not like a little on the emo side or grunge alternative, but goth even, you know, you guys are all just a little bit.
Just a tad.
And hey, that's cool, man.
And then Silver.
Where are my true Disney princesses at, okay?
Literally, it's like, this is your Prince Charming.
Your knight in shining armor.
Your knight in shining armor. You're a real princess at heart. Real Disney princess at heart.
You live for the image of like you two sitting under a tree and he's like sleeping softly on your lap, okay?
This is your fairy tale romance you've always dreamed of. Play Taylor Swift in the background.
Absolutely. And you know what? You deserve it, and I don't blame you for it, okay?
Good choice. Also,
Good choice.
Very sane choice.
Compared to some of the others on this list.
Yeah,
very safe
up there.
choice.
Trey and Silver, yeah, up there.
Yep.
Incredibly same choices.
You definitely watch period dramas if you ship yourself with Silver, and you long for the days where, you know, that old style of kind of, you know, imagined chivalry it would return,
yes.
you know.
The good old.
Good.
It's the appeal of knights. I get it. Totally get it.
Yep, I do too.
I feel that.
But then you also heard about the fact that there's been a couple times in the game where they mentioned that he was actually quite muscular, and that got you going a little bit, okay?
Yeah. You love his forearms. Whatever you got of that.
Yep.
Or Sebek.
Listen. Sebek self shippers are like the bravest people I know, okay? I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you put up with it. I need to know your secrets, okay? Please tell me in the comments section.
And I say that without any ill intention. You
Absolutely.
probably self-ship with Sebek because you felt bad for him.
A little bit.
You saw the other characters getting a lot more popular, or they have a lot more fans. You're like, but what about this guy? How come where are his fans
you dove into his character and found out all the tiny little details and tidbits, realized that he was like deeper than everyone was initially giving him credit for, and you just couldn't look back.
And now you are a proud supporter of Sebek, proud shipper, and you will, spread the word to everyone how great Sebek is.
Love your man, okay? Because you
him.
deserve it. Support him, because unfortunately there's not many people who would.
That's why it's up here. That's why it's their job to do so. They feel it. They got the passion in them. The Sebek shippers.
Listen, absolutely. I've seen like a Sebek shipper or two, and the ones who I have seen or met are so passionate about Sebek, and I really respect that, okay? I think that's awesome.
Shout out to all the Sebek shippers out there.
Yep. You guys are the real G's, okay?
Real G's. And now, okay, we're going into staff now. Crowley.
Listen, I don't know many Crowley shippers, but I know that you exist. You exist.
Same here. I have not seen many, but I can kind of get into the mindset. I see it. I kind of see it.
You're a bit of an enigma to me, but we'll try our best.
I think you just love mysterious men. You probably had a thing for like other anime men in the past who wear masks, and you're just like, oh,
absolutely,
it's a mysterious aura. You just want to know. You want to know what's underneath.
You want to know what's under the mask. You want to know more about his origin story. You want to know what's going on with all that.
There's gotta be another side to him that you're just waiting to see.
You also really love his claws going on there.
Oh yeah, I mean he's got a cool aesthetic going on.
He does. He does look very cool and dapper. I will say that.
You're into that. I don't know what you would call the style, Gothic, Victorian, maybe.
Honestly, I don't really know.
I don't know, but you dig it.
Absolutely.
And again, it's one of those like you just think he's neat.
Yep. He's like your little Blorbo. You just think he's kind of neat.
Oh, right. It's like props to you, Crowley shippers. I'm still waiting. I feel like they're gonna drop some lore eventually of Crowley, and then we're all gonna be flabbergasted, and then you guys are gonna be the ones to be like, I knew it all along, guys.
Yep.
I saw
Crowley shippers are gonna be Crowley shippers are gonna be laughing in everybody else's faces and be like, I told you guys, huh? And we'll all be like, what?
Exactly.
Yep.
Waiting for that day.
Please relish the day when it does come, okay?
Oh. Oh, damn, it's cruel. Okay, all you cruel
masochists, the lot of you.
I know you can't see my eyes right now. I'm looking at you through the screen. I hope you feel them on you, because yeah, you a little kinky.
Hot for sensei. Hot for sensei.
Not only are you hot for sensei, it's got that forbidden aspect there. You like that spice, but he's also got that sort of BDSM thing going on, which you find kind of pretty hot.
It's so obvious. All of it. The hot for sensei, forbidden student teacher romance, the BDSM stuff, the pet play, everything. You're into it, you love it. Or even if you didn't know that you loved it before, you do now. This was your awakening.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You just look at this man, all you hear is like bark, bark, bark in your head.
Yep. You had like that one time in like book 1 where you went to his class, and the first time he like there was like the whip sound effect, and then he told you to like sit or stay, and you were all ears, okay?
To be honest, that is a universal experience. Even for non.
Yep.
You
took one look at this man and went, he's a teacher? Why? How?
And you're very upset that he's not actually playable.
Yep. Man, totally. I'm upset he's not playable.
He's like, you're like, give us the Divis card. When?
I mean, now we got Crowley.
Oh man, I'm waiting. I cannot wait for the day they decide to release this card. The absolute chaos that's going to unfold, and you guys will finally get your winning.
Krill Sensei shippers, though, like, I get you. Okay, I totally understand.
I feel it.
You want to be his puppy. Okay, and I get it. I get it.
Totally get it.
Yep.
So valid. Keep writing those fics because they're good.
I'll keep reading them.
Yeah. There's some good stuff in there when you're... Okay. Alright. Trade Sensei. Okay, to be honest, there are not many I've seen out there for trade.
I've seen one.
Not many.
I've seen one.
Exactly. But real supportive. It's also I feel like it's almost on the same category as Sebek self-shippers who are just like you're proud. You're proud, you're not afraid to show your love for Train Sensei here.
But at the same time, where I feel like Sebek self-shippers are just as loud and proud as he is, Train self-shippers are, as he is, more subdued, You
guys are probably, I would say a lot more mature, even if it's not, your actual age that's mature.
Yep.
You're into older guys.
I mean...
Silver foxers. You like the, the dignified gentleman.
Yep. But I feel like if, for example, again, I'm throwing another random one out there. If you ever played Fate Grand Order, you're probably into Moriarty.
Oh, Moriarty.
Yep.
Yes, kind of elderly gentleman.
Or
I guess.
possibly Li Shuwen.
You should win. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, if you're into gilfs, I guess.
Yep. Into Gilfs. And you know what? It's fine because like he's a good guy, a little bit on the strict side, but like he's really nice.
He's
And,
actually
he'll treat
caring.
you
He's
well.
actually nice.
He's very caring. Yep.
No, props to you. He will also treat you right. So,
Yep.
still, good choice. Mr. Ashton. Okay, I will confess, I do not know any self strippers.
Listen, I don't either.
Vargas
So
Sensei.
if you are a Vargas self shipper, please let us know, even anonymously somehow in the comments. I don't know how you would do it anonymously, like, but just let us know because I need to know that you exist. Okay, please, please.
I feel like I've maybe seen like exactly one dojin of this like pairing my entire life.
Yeah, and even then, it might have been like something that was like the whole staff and not just him. You know?
Yeah. It's maybe someone out there in Japan drawing on Pixiv. That's uploading exactly.
And you know
one
what?
photo.
If you are out there, if you are the one Vargas self shipper, first of all power to you. Second of all, you probably are a little bit of don't mind working out a little bit. You don't work out that much, but you could probably work out a little bit more, and you wouldn't mind him being your coach.
You also like muscles, cause come on.
Because why not? I mean,
Come on. You want the
why?
what
Gotta be into
muscular characters in Twist? There's admittedly not too many, so you want
at least overtly muscular.
overtly, yeah,
I mean,
muscular.
Fan art aside.
Go for it. Go for this guy. You're into muscular dudes,
But yeah,
right?
it's kind of hard to say what it would be like for a Vargas self shipper because I've just never met anyone who was. So yeah.
Yeah, you guys are a rarity.
But please, I need to know more about you. So if you are a Vargas self shipper, let us know in the comments.
I'm just gonna assume that you guys really like himbos and also muscles.
I mean, yeah, that sounds about right to me.
Mr. Sam.
Now, Sam, I actually have seen a few Sam self shippers, and from what I can gather, people who are into Sam love the mystique and the mysterious, and for some reason have also been into true crime.
I also feel like because like Dr. Facilier, right? That was his name.
Yeah.
From Princess of the Frog. I feel like if you were into Dr. Facilier when you watched Princess and the Frog, then you were also into Sam. Because I mean, like, of course, right? The exact twist or he's twisted from, but it's like a direct correlation in this case.
But Sam's got this sort of like devil may care kind of attitude, really chill sort of thing, and I feel like you also like other characters who are like that. That's like your type is the devil may care.
I would love his like voice and just like think he's a cool dude that you'd want to like totally hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
And
again, I still think you guys are all into true crime.
It's true. Nothing like the mysterious, the supernatural.
Yep.
Or friends he's got on the other side.
I mean, why not, right? You may or may not have a Ouija board at home.
Oh man. Chenya.
I've seen a couple of people who are into Chenya, and you guys are just as like devilish and chaotic as he is. Okay.
You like cat boys. It's very obvious.
You like? I mean.
You like cat boys, not just in the Twisted Wonderland, but just cat boys in general.
In general, yeah. You also like really like devious type characters who have that grin specifically.
Oh yeah, the true like mischievous type that you get caught up in this antics and you just enjoy every moment of it.
Yeah, and I know he's not out yet because this is like a JP Purely thing, but if you do know, you might have seen fan art of him already. I feel like people who ship themselves with Chenya also had a thing for like fellow honest.
Oh, yes.
For obvious reasons.
Yes, you just like cat boys, fox boys, I don't know, something
Yep. Just like playful types who are, you know, a little bit mischievous and everything, and you just want to know more about him, which I mean, I don't blame you. I want to know more about him, and it's not really clear. He hasn't really had that much info. It's just basically what we've learned through the Heartslabyul boys.
We just need to see more of him.
Yep.
He's cute though. Neige.
Neige LeBlanche. I feel like if you ship yourself with Neige LeBlanche, again, it's because you are like you want the fairy tale ending. He is your Prince Charming, but he offers more of the kawaii that Silver doesn't really offer as much. Like Silver is more like tranquil and you know handsome, whereas Neige is definitely more like kawaii vibes.
Yeah, he's definitely like a cutie and you just like, oh, I want to, you know, squish his cheeks, hold hands with, you know, like all the soft, fluffy
Holding
situation.
hands.
I know.
Scandalous.
So scandalous. You want the fluffiest of fluff from shoujo manga.
Yep.
Condensed
into a single being.
But I'm just like trying to think. I'm like, oh man, all you. Because I know there's like a subset of people who are like, is Neige like secretly evil or yandere on the inside?
Listen, I do not ship myself Neige LeBlanche at all, but I was still very disappointed with that wasn't a thing.
No, he's just a sweet, caring boy. He's just super nice.
Pure, super sweet little bean, okay?
You're just like absolutely adorable, will protect.
Yeah,
all the fluff.
Absolutely. Yep.
Our final
okay.
Twist guy.
Our final entry, and I saved the best for last.
Oh, right, okay. This is
where do I even begin? Oh my god.
It's hard because
and the thing that surprises me, I have seen a lot of ship art with Rolo.
Oh yeah.
And every time I see it, it baffles me.
Funny thing is that even though I don't quite understand it, I still like read a couple of fics and like a couple of dojins. I don't know. It's just
like do you want I feel like if you ship yourself with Rolo, you want him to be like sniffing your hair under the stained glass windows, okay?
So I want to make 2 points. One is that if you are into a self-shipper for Rolo, you are also a big fan of Wanderer from Genshin Impact.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
You're a fan. And then the second point is that you kind of also are into yanderes. You veer into that territory of like wanting a man that's so obsessed with you.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not even just that he's obsessed with you, it's he's obsessed with you and one day he'll just snap.
Which I'm like, you know what? That's kind of hot in some ways.
Yep. Though specifically not with this guy. For me, just for me though. If you're into him, more power to you, okay?
It's funny because
you are into that whole, and by when I say this, I don't mean like you yourself are a religious person, but you're into that whole religiosity of like he'll break his vows and religious oaths or whatever because he can't control his desire for you, okay? You love that shit.
You're like, oh yeah, he just can't, you know, like hold himself back. It's like tearing him apart for inside. You're just like, yeah, yes.
You want to be the devilish little succubus or incubus who is just gonna like deliver all temptation onto him, okay?
You know what? I can kind of understand.
Basically, you want to ruin this kid, okay? You just want to ruin him.
I'm like afraid to admit that's like Rolo is a weird.
Like getting a little too close for comfort there.
Rolo is like a weird area for me where it's just like visually I'm not like attracted to him, but
you get it.
I still read, you know, and like some of the dojins of fics here and there. They're still kind of tantalizing.
Yeah. Listen, I get that. There's a couple characters where I'm like, you're like, they're not husbandos of mine or whatever, but I get the dynamic, and you know, I get it. You know, I feel some kind of way.
My personal feeling towards Rolo is basically like I can make him worse.
Yeah. Well, that's it. You want to like ruin him.
Oh yeah, I can make it worse.
You want to just ruin him.
But I know but I have also seen very like wholesome Rolo self shippers as well that are just like, no, I want to save him. And you know what?
Yep.
You guys are kind of we call it like martyrs. I don't even know there's a king for it, but you're just like, you really want to play the role of martyrs. You want to somehow save him, free him from his guilt.
Exactly. And you know what? Sometimes we all kind of want to be like that. You want to help somebody out.
Yeah.
And I know you're all valid. And you know what? From this entire thing, this whole video, if we struck a nerve with you at any point in time, know that all of your choices are valid. Like,
honestly, everyone's choice is valid. Like, so all of you, like, props to you all. Honestly, even the ones where it's just like I don't have much experience with reading material or seeing stuff around, it's just like, if you're a self shipper, it's like you're cool.
But I mean, honestly, that's to me that was what drew me into Twisted Wonderland in the first place. Well, the big appeal was just this big sandbox where you, as like the main character, could do what, or I suppose whoever you wanted, and just really express yourself. And whether you wanted to do it through an OC or whether you want to do it through like a self insert or whatnot, there's just so many possibilities. And honestly, this community is one of the biggest ones that I've seen that is so accepting and so, you know, validating for people who are self or OC shippers, much more than I've seen with other fandoms. And my respect for that is just unending.
Yeah. Love to see it. Like, honestly, it's like I love seeing everyone else's like OCs that they're shipping characters with, their self-shipping materials, all the reader inserts, the artworks. Like, it's really cool, especially the amount of OCs that come out that people come up with.
And I'm really glad that this fandom is not afraid to do that, because personal experience, I've been in many fandoms in the past where all the shipping was done just between characters, and if you tried to even, you know, people were almost afraid to say that they did any sort of OC or self-shipping because they were afraid that they'd get bombarded by people saying, well, you can't do that, it can only be between the characters, which I've seen before too. But I think, you know, times are changing a little bit, and this fandom in particular is so warm and inviting and welcoming to, you know, instances of OC and self-ship. So, you know what, you guys, you're all valid. Love who you want to love. Keep loving you boys here. And just, you know, thank you for being all so wonderful and accepting. Let's keep it up, all right? Let's bring more people into the fray.
Yeah, and share with us your thoughts too, you know, like we kind of went on a lot longer in this video, but I feel like there's a lot of personal involvement since we also do like self-shipping and read a lot of that material
absolutely
as well. And, but yeah,
like, if you are a self-shipper, I mean, don't be afraid. Let us know. I'm really curious now who watching this, like, who do you ship yourself with? And let us know if anything what we said was anywhere near accurate. And I mean, there's probably definitely a bunch of details of why you like that character that we missed. So, like, write it out. I want to know your reasons why.
I want to hear you. Like, shout out your love from the rooftops.
Absolutely, you know. I mean, I've mentioned several times in my videos that, like, there's like a couple characters that I just cannot choose between, and I think if they held a gun to my head, maybe choose, I'd pick the gun because I can't choose. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We do hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, like and subscribe, not only to me, but also to Kuo-chan's channel as well, because both of us do a lot of Twist content, and we are updating quite frequently whenever there's new content in either server. So yeah, if you want more Twist content, please like and subscribe, and let us know in the comments about your self-ship. I'm so curious to hear who you love. Let us know.
Like, please do not be afraid. I feel like I've already outed myself several times in this. So.
I mean, so have I. So have I, man. I've outed myself as well. So it's all good. You guys know what we're all about. You know, what you see is what you get. But yeah, for now, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to take care of yourselves and of each other. And for now, this could be Little Bean.
And this is Ko and Mio.
And happy belated Valentine's Day. Enjoy, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.